So, a very common talking point that you hear from those that are pro-Russian is that they're all Nazis, they're going to denazify the country and that kind of thing. The proof are things like that kerfuffle in the Canadian Parliament. It was a bad look where the Speaker of the House was praising someone who he didn't realize turns out worked for the Nazis. Okay, they should have done their homework. I get that. Here's more proof that they're in league with the Nazis. So here is Aiken Wally. Aiken is a troll who always comes on my accounts and starts, spouting Russian propaganda and putting that forward every time he gets a chance. So Aiken posted this. This is just a tweeter, and I'm going to show you what this says. Only a week after the incident at the Canadian Parliament, where Yaroslav Hunka, a Ukrainian Nazi collaborator, was paid tribute during Zelensky's visit, the Ukrainian president visited the headquarters of the 103rd Separate Territorial Defense Brigade, where he was presented with a flag with the emblem of the 14th SS Grenadier Division, to which Hunka belonged, and that massacred thousands of Jews, Poles, dissidents during the Holocaust. Now, were that true, I would say that's shameful, it's terrible if it were true. But you got to do your homework, right? And if you're doing this halfway homework, just saying, hey, I saw this video, it must be true, be careful. In fact, do that after what I'm doing. Do your own homework after this and see if it's true. But do not now go and post this information on your social media. Apparently, it's all Russian propaganda. After all, you can see it with your own eyes. See, here's the heraldry. You're going to see this lion on here. Okay, see the lion? All right, that's what we're looking at, the lion. And Zelensky signing the flag. Okay, see? Proof positive that he's a Nazi. Here's the Waffen Grenadier Division of the SS with the things around it, which weren't, I don't think, on the flag itself. Here we go. Let's go look at this and see if we can find that. Let's see if while we're holding it up, do we see any? Let's stop if we can see if we can find the lion. There's a lion, but I didn't see the crowns. But here is the lion, and it is the Ruthenian lion. The Ruthenian lion, Ukrainian lion, is a golden lion on azure background. The lion was featured in the historic coat of arms of the Kingdom of Rus. But see, what they're making it sound like is something very different. They're making it sound like it's just something that the 14th Waffen Grenadier Division of the SS used. And they did use it, but it's also something that's been used elsewhere for other reasons, unrelated to that. So it is this, but it's also the same lion that's on the coat of arms of the city of Lviv. So you can't look at that and then say, see, the Nazi symbols, they must be all a bunch of Nazis. This is silly. This is short-sighted. This is seeing what you want to see, identifying a pattern that's not really there. Oh, see, the Nazi symbols. Here's another example. We saw this, the Iron Cross. Zelensky's shirt featured the Ukrainian military emblem, but it's not a hate symbol. So here, he was giving a speech March 16th when he was speaking to the U.S. Congress. And I saw this at the time. I created a video about that way back then. Here, the Iron Cross, it's right there. You can see it with your own eyes. So the Iron Cross is a military decoration that was used in the Kingdom of Prussia, and then it was picked up by the Nazis. But it's also the Victorian Cross. It's the same symbol. In fact, ironically, the Victorian Cross also has a lion on it. So again, just because you see this symbol, I saw it with my own eyes, they used a Nazi. You can't just assume that that's it. If he was saying, Heil Hitler or something along those lines, or, we really ought to kill the Jews or something like that, then if you're seeing him say those things or take these actions toward that end, you could start to say that. But as it is, this right here, this is not really research. So don't fool yourself into saying, well, I saw it with my own eyes. In fact, if you go down a little bit, people will say in the comments, nothing to see here. See, there's evidence right there. You're not paying close enough attention. Somebody else pointed this out, the Ruthenian lion here. It's 1848. It became one of the national symbols of Ukrainians and Ukrainian National Liberation Movement. It's the Ruthenian lion. Okay, so That's how you should be thinking about this. Tell me what you think. I mean, am I right? Am I wrong? Do the research for yourself. Prove me wrong. I don't think you can, but try. All right? Athan Wally, whatever. Let me see if I can pronounce that name right. Aiken Wally, you get an F. That was terrible. Like you're saying, see, this is proof. It's not proof, and you got to stop spreading disinformation. All right. That's all that I have. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the subscribes, and thank you for being the kind of person that cares about Ukraine.